Hey YouTubers, welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into a product that I've been waiting a really long time for. So I ordered this on the 26th of last month, and 2 days later it was delivered to the warehouse, the big warehouse, where then it would be distributed to the rural distributors that take it to, neighborhoods, since they can't get big trucks in neighborhoods. Well, it sat at this big warehouse for 3 weeks at Estes. After I called, 2 days later, it was finally delivered to the smaller distributor. And then there it sat again for almost another week. So just shy of a month, this thing's just been sitting here in town, and it was finally delivered. Nothing on OVS. I ordered the OVS Nomadic 3 rooftop tent, the extended version. So we're going to go ahead and get it installed on the truck. I'm going to show you how to do that. It should be a fun process. You're definitely going to need an assistant on getting it on the vehicle, but I'll show it to you guys. I have to open it up because everything that you need to assemble is packaged inside of the tent. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like now. I have it out of the box, but this is the Gen 2 or the new generation. It used to have just a bare diamond plate on the bottom. Now it's like a powder coated black, and then there's been a few upgrades to it. I can't remember exactly what they all are, but yeah, this is the bottom. You can see there's tape on it, and it states B, and these are actually going to be the holes. There's 3 that run across here, and then another 3 here, and that's where your mounting bars are actually going to bolt through, and you just kind of get your hand in here, pass the fastener through, and tighten down the rails. But all of the stuff is inside of the tent. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing opened up and get the stuff out from inside the tent. That's a decent size. So now I got to get inside, and the mattress seems nice. It does come with I think it is a 3-inch mattress. It feels really nice. I'm sure it's a little bit different once you lay down on it, but oh, this is nice. Man, if it keeps this much light out, I'm gonna sleep all day. I don't have experience with roof tents. This is my first one I've actually been in, but being inside of this thing just now, it's exciting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm really excited about this. So everything that's included, and this will differ depending on who you purchase it from. Sometimes they'll throw in like little LEDs or pillows and just miscellaneous things like that. So just keep that in mind whenever you make your purchase. But here we basically have bags for putting your shoes and stuff in, and then there's just a bunch of miscellaneous little panels and things like that. And these are just dry bags to put your shoes in before getting in the tent. That's going to be the hardware. This is a good question. Looks like this holds stakes or something along those lines. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody mention these in any of the videos. And then here are actually the bars that are going to bolt to the bottom of the diamond plating. So that's what I'm going to need along with the hardware. This small bag is actually going to be the rods that hold all the window awnings up away from the windows. Then you have this bag here. This is going to be the actual outer shell for when you have it all packed up. And then this bag is the ladder. And with the new generation, I believe this ladder is also supposed to be powder coated black instead of bare aluminum. It is indeed the black one. So that's exciting. I do like the black color accents with this. I think it looks really good. So that will be bolted on the tent as well. But now I can go ahead and close this thing up, which I basically just lift this end, fold it back that way, and then I can flip the tent back over and install the rails. So really quickly, I want to show you everything that's included. So you get a couple of wrenches. You get a couple of wrenches here that are going to be 10 and 13 on each side. They're the exact same. And then they actually include a 13mm ratcheting wrench. Nothing fancy, but I'm sure it's a lot better than using those if you don't have your own tools. Then you get a few stakes. Then you get your tie downs, your straps, all that good stuff. Different mounting hardware of different lengths. Then you have these that slide through, and this is what you put your bolts through. I'll show you that later. And include that. This is for mounting the ladder, which is a nice upgrade over the old version. They have some rubber covers for the ends of the rails. Over here, I did open these up. These are different pouches. You do have 2 boot bags, but then you also have another couple panels. We'll figure that out too. They do include a multi-function camping lantern. This is just like what you would pick up at Harbor Freight. This net, I believe, actually goes inside up in the roof, so you can like store things. Not 100% sure, but pretty positive. Some of these are tie downs, and then some, like this, is actually elastic, and this, I believe, helps keep the panel material kind of sucked in when you're closing the tent, so not everything's hanging out. And then this one also included the LED light strip that you can just use like a little power bank to power, and this just velcros up inside of the tent on the roof. So it's a nice addition as well. So the next step is to lay your bars across here, and then you'll find the fasteners for this bar, which are going to be the ones with the large washer. Then you'll slide in the nuts that are attached to these. Slide those in depending on the size that you get. 2, 3, or 4. This being the 3, you'll either have 2 or 3 bolting locations on each rail. This one has 3, so I have 3 of the nuts placed in there that just slide in the channel, and then you'll have to go in the tent and push the bolt through, and then you thread it from the bottom. And then for the hinged side, it's very easy because this side is just open and you can get up in there to each one. And now the mounting bars are installed. This side is definitely easier than the other side because you have the entire opening back here. The other side, you have to make sure that the bottom window or door, whatever you want to call it, is actually unzipped, which would be the back window where your head goes. I forgot to mention you got to install the ladder. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I have 4 smaller, longer fasteners that are for mounting the ladder mounts. And then you have 8 of the longer bolts. That is for mounting to your bed rack or roof rack or whatnot. And also keep in mind that the instructions are for the Gen 1 still. They never updated them. So I think the hardware is slightly different, and even the mounting brackets are slightly different. I am glad that they upgraded or changed those. Here they show you what direction to mount the ladder mounts, but the mounts are different. There is no triangular shape anymore, they're just rectangles, so it doesn't really matter however you want to do the quick release pin. Same thing, you just pass those bolts in from the other side. Right here you can feel them, and they just come straight through, and then you just put your nylon locking nut on that side and tighten it down. And all you had to do is push this pin, push that straight, and then that comes out. Then you can move your ladder into place. And there it is. Now your ladder is attached. So I just kind of got it slid up here, as you could see, and then I just slid these brackets in, which I did go out and pick up slightly longer hardware because this RCI bed rack is a little bit thicker. So I got some little bit longer hardware, and you just pass it through here. Putting it in this direction locks the bolt head, so when you slide it in the track, the bolt can't turn. And then you take your bracket, you attach it like so, and then you got your nylon locking nuts used to lock it down. Right now I'm going to get all those started like I have over here and up front, and then I'm going to get it centered before I tighten all of these down, and then we'll get it opened up so I can kind of figure everything out and then we'll get the cover put on it as well. So I adjusted the ladder. It took a little learning to figure out this ladder. I've never used a ladder like that before. So just figuring out where it locks in and how just took a second. But setting this up was super easy, just pulling the U-shaped bar out and sliding it into place, which just attaches in these corners. I'm extremely happy with it. It sits pretty low as well when it's folded up. It's not too much over my roof. But here we can see inside. I still gotta put the net up, put those bungee cords in here that pull the sides in, all that good stuff. But that is a look at the OVS Nomadic 3 extended rooftop tent. I can go ahead and close the skylight. I think I might actually be able to use the front window as well. I know the bars hook in here, which is just outside of my truck cab, and then the other one, it might be high enough that it'll clear the roof of the truck, so we'll see. So I just took the window sticks out of this. I forgot to record a video of it fully done. But it does kind of sit up against the back of my awning, but it does clear. I didn't open the driver's side one, but I think it will also clear. But if it does touch my cab like it does my awning, I'm not gonna put them in, at least not on this side. I know it will clear this one because this is completely clear of the cab, so it'll hold this side up, and if that's all I can do, that's all I can do. I'm okay with that. Then I had the shoe bags hanging and all of that. And then I put the sleeping bags in here, got the bungee cords up, the net up, the LED light up in there, the LED strip. And then I got a power bank over there in that pocket. I'm gonna see if it closes with all of this in here. I'm hoping it does. If not, then I'll probably actually remove the sleeping bags for now and maybe just run a couple of blankets in here, because it's actually quite comfortable without them. So we'll see. Alright, so it's on. I'm not sure how I feel about this cover. While it is my first time installing it, it's not necessarily something that I think is the best design. The Velcro along the front is obviously a pain because it's so close to the cab, but I wish there were some straps along with the Velcro to secure this thing. And then up on top you kind of have this cutout for the ladder, and I just feel like it's gonna flap around a bit, but
So I wish there were some straps that went up here, but overall I'm extremely happy with the tent and its design. The cover, on the other hand, not sure how I feel. Especially since there is no ladder on this side. I feel like I understand that it's made to be universal fit to be thrown on either side, but I feel like it should have just been designed on one side for the ladder.
Alright YouTubers, so that's it as far as the OVS Nomadic 3 extended rooftop tent that I purchased. I also have the awning, the 270-degree LTE awning, which I have a video on as well, so if you guys haven't, go ahead and check it out. Overall, I'm extremely happy with this thing. I'm extremely happy and excited to get out with this thing. My son is extremely excited. He helped me hang or put everything inside of the tent. When I fully get it set up and kind of figured out, you know, after we've used it a few times, I'll give you guys an updated video on it as far as my thoughts and kind of how we have it laid out and all of that. You guys will see more of the interior and things like that. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it for you. And I did take the vehicle out on a drive before recording this portion, just so I could kind of keep an eye on the cover, see if there was any excessive movement or road noise or anything like that. And honestly, I only got up to 65, but I didn't notice any excess road noise as far as, you know, wind deflecting off of it. And I didn't hear any flapping or anything like that. Now it may be different when I get up to 75, 85 miles per hour. That would really be the fastest I'd be going. So that'll be the true test, but up to 65, I didn't notice anything whatsoever. Now I did notice on like their generation before this, before they made some of the changes that I stated in this video, I did notice that they had straps that go down each side of the ladder when you put the cover on. And then I also noticed that some of them slid on through that little groove cut that you would hang your shoe holders and stuff in. And I just messaged them to see, you know, obviously it's changed because now it's Velcro on all four sides instead of sliding on and then you flipping it over. But it seems like they got rid of the straps as well. I think the straps were a good idea just to kind of keep that entire top piece, you know, firmly pressed down. I may try and figure out some straps or something and just run a couple over it. But other than that, that's my only real gripe about the entire thing. I think the quality of it, the setup and teardown is extremely easy. The only difficult part is getting the Velcro on the front of the tent where it's at my cab, because I have it really close to the cab. I could probably back it up a little bit and make it a little bit easier on myself, but other than that, I'm extremely happy. If you guys, once again, have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.